function? No, because that can't get you to cosecant.
The Pythagorean identity?
Good. So we look at cosecant squared, and we could replace that. What can we replace that with?
1 plus
minus 2.
Yes. So I would combine like terms. So your like terms are the -3 and the +1. So I get cotangent squared x minus cotangent -2 plus 1. I get the -1 here. So that's how you can check to see if you factored right. So that would be your final answer. Any questions? Yes. So in the original problem, so tell me what that is. So you use these. So you replace it with 1 plus cotangent squared x. You see? So can I have everyone's attention back at the board? So we know sine theta over and sine.
So you would multiply by sine theta.
Good. So I take this whole term and multiply it by sine theta. So what would this fraction become?
1 plus cosine times sine theta.
Times sine theta. Good. So what would I do to this term? Cosine theta over sine theta.
Multiply by 1 plus cosine theta.
If I have cosine theta times 1 plus cosine theta. We're not going to skip steps, so I just want what it would be.
Cosine theta plus cosine theta squared.
How would I add? I just want to straight add across. I don't want to simplify, look at any trig identities, just add.
1 plus sine squared theta plus cosine.
Where's the 1 coming from? If I want to work from left to right.
It's sine plus cosine squared.
Sine squared theta.
Cosine
Plus cosine squared.
Good. And now I can figure out how to simplify. So now I have it as one fraction. Now I can simplify this further. Can I simplify this at all? Just like this?
Yes.
No.
No. Because nothing can cancel out. Because the sign, it has to go to the whole numerator. So what do I recognize in the numerator? So I use the sine squared theta plus the cosine squared theta. And what does that equal?
1. So it's
So I have 1,
1 plus cosine over
1 plus cosine theta. Because if I take this plus cosine theta, because that's what's left over. But then I can't forget about the denominator. I'm left with 1 over sine theta. But what identity can I use here to get rid of a fraction? So it equals what?
cosecant.
Good.
Wow.
And that's your final answer. So first, you use your common denominators. Then you simplify your numerator. You put it in one fraction. Then you see if you can simplify. If not, look for a trig identity you could use. And keep simplifying until there's nothing left you can do. No? Can I scroll? Does everyone have this down? You don't?
No, it's okay.
You want to copy it real quick?
No, I'll just use the. It's okay. I'm looking so I can memorize.
Okay. Another one?
Es que estos dos juntos crean un igual. Esto aquí es uno. Y así así. Ok, yo entendí que esto. No, mira, ok, olvídate de eso. Esto fue porque lo separamos todo. Y tiene ahora uno. Tiene ahora sin x y ahora tiene
Sine squared
eso dividido
x
entre su representación.
over 1 minus
Obviamente, ¿te
cosine x.
acuerdas que 1 over
If I
Right,
Because
because it's being multiplied.
the 1 is
So-
added here, but then this is 1 times that, and anything times 1 is just itself. Times 1 over sine x. So we have 1 plus, what's cosine x over sine x?
Cotangent.
And then what's 1 over sine of x? And now you don't have a fraction. Green color. So let's have red here. Yellow here. Green here. Orange there. And what am I forgetting? Blue over there. I will give you instructions, but I need everyone's attention. There's the directions on the bottom. I want you to use that operation in order to solve. I want you to work together. Show every single step. Have a written explanation of what you did and become experts at it. You have to know it back and forth. Because after you become experts and I come and check your answers, you're going to be separated up. So one of each color will become a new group and you have to teach each other your
Multiplicamos por el conjugate.
Yo creo que sí, porque dice. Por eso, pero lo que hicimos era
the right addition. You know? But if you open up your textbook as a reference, so this is just saying your cosine is negative. So if you look at your quadrants, you know the first quadrant, they're all what your quadrants are in order to know what quadrant you're in.
Okay, so
There's only one quadrant that has 2 being negative. So now you know, based on that, your sine, cosine, tangent, and your other 3 is that identity, so they have to be negative. How far are you? How far are you? I'm going to teach you how to do this. You were here,
So now. Pero todavía tenemos fuera en el otro. No, sí, sí. Ahora lo vamos a multiplicar, ¿verdad? Venga, multiplicamos. Secant square x over secant x.
what is tangent? Or in order to do something with that. So what would I make cotangent be in order to get it to equal some sort of sign? Will that try quotient? Good. So we have to try that. So if I keep the sign alone, so leave it alone. So I want to rewrite that.
Que no lo simplifica. No, es que sí se simplifica.
No, porque el 2 está afuera, ¿verdad? Por eso.
Mira, 2 por 5 da negativo 10 sobre 6. Entonces, negativo 10 sobre 6 y sobre 24. Entonces simplifica negativo 5 sobre 12. Loca, esto es lo mismo, mira. Es que está bien.
Sí, entiendo.
Negativo 10
Simplifica el negativo
sobre 6,
10 por el 24.
es lo mismo que negativo 10 sobre 24.
Now that you guys understand it, I want you to teach the rest of it.
Cotangent va a ser cosine over sine, pero porque está squared, they all have to be squared. So cosine will be squared, sine will be squared, y ya que estos son iguales, se elimina el sine y te da cosine. Te queda
Uno a persona. Eduardo. Eduardo.
There's 2 of them here. There were extra red, right?
Y con esto ya usamos el Pythagorean identity y cosecant se convierte en cotangent square por el Pythagorean. Después usamos el quotient identity ya que la cotangent se convierte en cosine over sine. Y siempre va a estar cuadrado porque ya que tu cosine va a y después sine y estos dos sines se cancelan.
Secant squared x over tan x. Como que you just put them together. Okay, then you know that the Pythagorean identity, it's in the book, it tells you that 1 plus tan squared x equals secant squared x. You're gonna move it around until you have the 1. Okay, 1 equals secant squared x minus tan squared x.